Welcome to Challenge the Road. I'm going to go through our cafe first, and then we're going to walk through and see the Astons and have a look at the project I've got coming up. But here's Scale Electrics. What do you think about this? I love this. I went to Goodwood, and I'm trying to think the date, about 2018, 19, and I saw this Scale Electrics, and I thought, I've got to have that in the office, which we did. And it was brilliant, and everyone loves setting times, and then I bought a few cars, like my one. Pretty cool. And you press go there, and the staff used to love it. So we're going to get a leaderboard, so customers that come in and see us, you can set a time on the start finish line. There you go. Here's all the shirts of customers over the years. Here we've had a lot of different customers. That's quite a good one, isn't it? A lot with rugby. Chris Ashton, Richard Wigglesworth, John Smith, Johnny Wilkinson. Well, he's not a customer, but we got a shirt signed. Mark Cueto's a customer. Manu Tuolangi, that's my favourite player. Wiggy Shockbrits, Saracens shirt. So lots of stuff here. What a player he was. And a coach. So Andy Farrell. Some of the awards we won here. Pretty cool. And then round here we've got where we work, do some meetings, and then we've got like a deployment phone room in here. Should we go through? This is where people can deploy their phones. We've got fibre in here, it's very, very fast. And you have a view of cars. But yeah, this is the deployment room for customers to come in. Fast internet, lots of chargers. More pictures to go up. So we're still not quite there, but we never finish. Martin Peters. That was a golf day I went on. Graham Roundtree. Ryder Cup jumper. So much stuff here. It's quite good just walking around. Right, let's go through to the car section and talk about this Aston Martin. Right, this is all about you guys now. You've got to give me your opinions on this Dakar. I've had a bit of a move round in here. Shut this door. So the GT3 RS is here. I don't know whether to drive it or not. I think it's only done 10 miles. The Focus, love that. Oh, got a YouTube video on Murcielago. It's a good video, that. Now, Lancia Deltas here. Sims, yes, we sold 4. We have got the raffle. If you want to enter that, I'll put a link on here. I think that finishes soon. I'm going to do a lot more on that this week. Show you how good these Sims are. But this is what we're here for, these Aston Martins. Now, I took quite a lot of flack for these spoilers, but this is a GT4 front splitter because this was going to be the track version. And then everyone complained about the rear spoiler, saying Richard doesn't look right, but it gives a lot of downforce. And some of the flack is interesting was from BMW owners, which was interesting because it's a BMW spoiler. You can probably try and guess which one. So that was quite interesting. I haven't really told them yet because they can embarrass themselves, especially when it's the same spoiler as on their car. Makes it even worse. But I'm going to change this to a Dakar version because if you know, I love stuff like Subarus, Escort Cosworths, and I like spoilers. I don't know if you noticed. Spoiler, 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 no spoiler, no. So I've got to think how I'm going to do this, and I've got a plan in my mind which will change probably in the next 5 minutes. But what I'm going to do, I'm not a fan of this front spoiler and these sort of gurney flaps here. So I'm just thinking I'm going to take that off and I'm going to turn it back to the S front. So I'm going to go in the stock room, and I've got tons of Aston parts here, loads and loads. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to put it back to normal. I'm going to go over to Matt Lewis now. He's going to respray this front bumper, put that back to normal. Then I'm going to leave the rear spoiler because it annoys everyone, but it gives so much downforce. And I like that, and I like a spoiler, so that's staying. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something a bit different here. I think because it's all carbon, I'm going to paint this middle section here. and I'm going to leave the carbon on the sides and maybe have like CTR in there. What do you think about that? I think that would be cool. And then we've got to talk about the wheels. Right, so the wheels, we need... See, the problem is now everyone's going low profile, low profile. In the old days, we used to have these 17s and they had loads of... Oh, that would be like a 45 profile probably on that. This Escort Cosworth, similar. And it gave us really good ride quality. Look at that. That's what we want. So I'm hearing that people with the Porsche Dakar are loving it because they've got the comfort, the ride. The tyres have got so much grip for the road, it doesn't even matter anymore. You know, whether it's 18, 90s, 20s, there's so much grip. So these will probably be, I reckon, a 30 or 35 profile. What I'm going to do, I've got a set of original 19-inch alloys off the V8 Vantage, the original car. I'm going to put them on because they're a lot narrower and they've got a lot more tread on the sidewall. So, and if you look at a sidewall, so if it's a 30 and you go 35, it's 5% bigger. So if I can get a 40 profile, I think that's going to give me more room. But then I don't know if I'm going to have problems here with the ride height. So we're going to go to garage 28 to set that up. Then I've got to think about colours, haven't we? Because a Dakar should be cool. It should look like rally. And you're probably thinking, Richard, you're going to go gold. Yeah, you're right. Well, I probably will go gold for now because the car that I took it off I'd resprayed them already in gold. I think I've got a gloss black set and a gold. I was even thinking of white, and then I thought, that might not look right because most of the Dakars are white. But I'm happy to have your opinion on it. And tell us what you think and go, Richard, put them in, I don't know. I was even looking at indigo blue, Porsche indigo blue on these. Whether that would be like really funky. I think this needs to be funky. So exterior changes are going to be spoiler painted, as we said in here. Smaller alloys with a colour. Everything I've done inside is done anyway. I don't know if this should be open. The seats and everything in here is just mega. There's nothing to do in here. Gear knob changed. I've actually got some other gear knobs here actually I could try. Some aluminium ones. I've got lots of these spoilers here because everyone loved them so much. I thought I'd buy quite a few. So I'm going to get one painted and then probably take this one off. And because you've got carbon here, I think on these blades on the end, that'll look quite cool. Look really cool. The bonnet's really good. Just trying to think of anything else while we're here, what we could do. I like this. I know a lot of people said, Richard, I'm not sure should all be painted. But I like the little carbon bits. It's a carbon bonnet. What do you want a carbon bonnet and you can't see the carbon? I mean, look at this. If they'd just painted this, it wouldn't look as good, would it? Look at that. And I think it just looks like some nostrils, like a ball. I like the new badge as well. Oh, what about if I painted the wing mirrors? Would that look good? Just trying to think of anything else I can pick up. Could I paint the wing mirrors just to make it a bit more funky? So that's a video on this. I'm going to go over and see Matt Lewis now, do a little video there, hand it over to him, go and find all these spoilers and get this project underway.